Hi, this is Bill. In this video, I'll walk you through a simple C# console application on how to export data from ServiceNow. I just came up from a cold, so my voice still croaky. I'm passionate in showing this video to you as a continuation from my previous demo, where I'll walk you through the different ways on how to export data from ServiceNow. And on this demo, this will be the programmatical version, and you will see it live from a ServiceNow PDI or developer instance, extracting real-time records to a CSV file to your local folder. So what you're seeing on the screen is a C# console application, and this is useful if you need quick data extracts for reporting, testing, or lightweight automation, which is nearly production ready that you can deploy to your environment. In many ServiceNow environments, teams need ad hoc exports based on encoded queries, while ServiceNow provides UI exports. Those are manual and don't scale when you want repeatable or automated runs. Now I'm going to run the application so you could see how it works. Then I'm going to walk you through of how I built it so you can reuse it and download it from the GitHub repository found in the description below. Now on the top, let us run this application, and you will see that I've added some logs to be able to see the different activities inside the code. And from our previous demo, I have walked you through on how this URL is basically created, which you'll find also at the end of this screen. So this query is quite important in your familiarity, as I gave examples previously. But I have created a template inside the code that you can utilize and just replace. And from there, you will see that you can save it to a specific folder and returns a validation that everything went well. And as the program finished, we also ensure that it's disposing the connection from your ServiceNow instance down to your environment. So this is a very important step that ensures there's no memory leaks from the source to the destination and vice versa. And eventually I'm running parallel desktops. So I have both Windows and Apple on my machine. So let us drill down. So I've basically created a folder, test folder, and you will see here that it has successfully created the file from ServiceNow. And now you can open it, and let us choose Excel this time. And as I bring it to the screen, so let me switch gears to allow me to do that. And now you can find that it is successfully downloaded. Now let us go back to the code to walk you through how to use it. And as we go back to Visual Studio, so let us start from the Solution Explorer on the right. So the program.cs, so this is the entry point. And you will see here that I created an options object. These are the three main parameters that you need to populate. And you will need to replace your instance, the instance name, and your user or your account should have access. So eventually, I'm using an admin username. But for PDI instance and test, this is fine. But once you use a production instance, you will need to create a service account that will have access to a specific record. And down below, you will see the parameters or attributes for your request. So these parameters, I made it mandatory to ensure that you don't miss out. What are the necessary prerequisites to make sure that this implementation is successful? So your familiarity with the encoded query has paramount importance in building this export to your local file. And on line 32, I use the iDisposable object as you connect your API from your environment to ServiceNow, and we make sure that we get to log every step of the way. And we created an export service passing a type object iServiceNow client. And from there, we added a controller to basically ensure implementing the MVC pattern with service-oriented architecture. Since this is a console application, I added a try-catch using async await techniques, since this is an HTTPS type of object, calling the REST API of ServiceNow. So you will see on the right, so you have a full model which contains the objects, the contracts, and also the service implementing dependency injection. Now, as you download this file, you'll see from the GitHub account I created, this is publicly available. And I added a README file, and it also gives you full instructions on how to run this application. If you find value in my video, please don't forget to join as a member to further support free videos like this. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video.